The last element that I want to talk about is the experience that we wanted the audience to have at home. So we were thinking about the frame of the experience. So when you go to the theatre building is the frame in a way. So you have your journey there, you leave home, you get ready, there's an excitement, you have your tickets, you go into a different building and into a different space, and you're kind of invited into that space. And so we were thinking quite a lot about that. And I had seen on social media a really great video that Bristol Old Vic had released before one of their online performances. And it was the camera going into their theatre and being greeted by an usher. And then you get taken to box office and you get your ticket. Then you get taken over to the bar and they make you a drink. And I just thought it was really lovely. And what had been happening in my life was that my then 5-year-old had discovered YouTube during lockdown, and she'd gotten really into watching videos of children doing stuff like making slime, particularly was a really massive one, but also just like random American kids like trying out different cereals and rating them. And she was kind of like, she was slightly obsessed, and I couldn't quite work it out because I wasn't very obsessed by them at all. But I think there was something about watching her peers, watching children her own age. And I don't know if that was specific because we were at home so much and she wasn't seeing her friends. But that was really interesting to me. And so I was thinking a lot about that. And then also I was thinking about how much time we were spending at home in our front rooms, and how when you're really struggling, you know, with all the emotions of lockdown and to homeschool your children, the room that you're in, the four walls that you stare at every day can become quite limiting, and it can become sometimes quite a distressing place to be. And so, you know, a large part of our work is always thinking about transforming spaces. So, you know, in the real life Plink and Boo, we would transform a library into our space, for example. And I did another project a year or so ago, working in a nursery, and there was a lot of den building going on. You know, I'm really interested in dens and making safe spaces. So the idea that we created was that Thea, my daughter, who was 5, would present a video that showed families how they could transform their living room into a theatre den that they could watch the show from. And that's been a really nice thing to have out there. We've had a lot of warm responses to that, and a lot of videos of kids sitting in their own theatre dens to watch the show, and then playing in their dens afterwards. So I think that that's been a kind of really successful element of the work, and I think it really just helps to frame the experience and again move it away from kids' TV, you know, not trying to compete with that, and make it into more of an experience that the whole family are part of.